Merry Christmas, Internet, or whatever holiday you may or may not choose to celebrate. Well, you know what I mean. I'll wish you whatever I want, you wish me whatever you want, we both accept that we're trying to be nice to each other. Deal? Sounds good. Okay, so I'm just getting off of playing Saturn Bomberman, and thought, you know what? What's a good Christmas game? What's the only Christmas game I know? Christmas Nights into Dreams. It's on the Saturn, I have a copy. And you know what? It's not like I've quadrupled my work output for the entire month because I like to give you people extra stuff. Except, you know, I did. What's one more video? So, we're gonna do a Let's Play of Christmas Nights into Dreams. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this game does not like the idea that my Saturn internal clock is actually set to, 2101, so that's fun. Now, I know what you're probably going to ask. Why are you playing the Saturn version? Why aren't you playing the HD version? And I do have the HD version. There's two very good reasons for this. The first reason is the controls are completely cocked up. Yes, there is a... It's been patched, so it's been better, but unfortunately, it's still not quite good, especially if you've played Nights as long as I have. Oh, this is in Japanese. Okay, well, we're gonna ignore it then. Anyway, the second reason is the HD version is actually severely neutered. And, I'll tell you why in a minute, but, Christmas Nights, it's a game about after Nights into Dreams, trying to fill the world with Christmas cheer by playing Nights because, yeah, I guess that's how you fill the world with Christmas cheer. Makes sense to me. Anyway, Christmas Nights was a one-level demo based off Nights into Dreams. So we'll start with Clarice. We're gonna have to play as both characters, but the deal is it's one-level demo based off of a 7-level game. Well, technically there's 8 levels, but the last level is identical for both characters, so 7 levels. But the thing is, while this game has substantially fewer levels, it's got arguably as much, if not more, content. Although that won't become apparent until after we beat the game at least once. So if you're not familiar with Nights, this is Nights. It's currently an anthropomorphic jester dressed in red for Christmas. And the goal is to collect 20... or 30? I forget. You have to collect blue chips. I think it's 20. It's been a long time since I played Nights. I'm really upset about that too, because it's like, this is one of my favorite games, but you gotta collect 20 blue chips and then slam dunk it into the Christmas tree. Which, will actually, give us our, Christmas cheer, I guess. In the normal version, it's a giant, monster that eats dream energy. And then once you do that, you can, fly around and collect bonus points, which we are, in fact, going to be doing. Because I wouldn't be a remotely semi-professional, retired Nights player if I didn't. Because I've had world records in this. I'd feel bad if I didn't try, although I'm way rusty. Neat thing about the first level is you can actually, like, completely loop it and have, like, an unlimited score attack, which is cool. If you're fast, although I'm doing it bad. And, the Christmas version stuff is, moved slightly differently, and I think, each character has a slightly different layout, so it's a bit more awkward for me. I'm more used to the standard version, but, well, this is good. So, when I said it was neutered, one of the first things you'll notice is, that we're currently dressed in red for the holidays. And that's because we set the clock ahead to 24th. It'll be the 24th when I release this. It's ahead for me because it's actually the 20th, but I just got off Bomberman and I just figured, you know, let's do an extra thing for you people, because, you know, see, there's no brotherly love and stuff, and I like Nights. Let's see if I can get one more loop in. But yeah, because we set the clock, Nights is now dressed in red as opposed to purple. And the thing is, there's tons of stuff based on the clock. Most of those have been removed for the HD version, although some of them are still there. The biggest difference is once you beat the game... Oh, I can't get that crap. Once you beat the game, you unlock an ability, like a little mini-game where you unlock more bonus collectibles. All of those collectibles, including that mini-game, have been straight up removed from the HD version, near as I can tell. Whoa, I'm doing so bad. I'm good at this game, honest. It's like... Why is it whenever I show a game I'm good at, I just completely whiff it? I'm just embarrassed. So bad. super, super atrocious. Anyway, Christmas Nights. It's more Nights, which is good. I like Nights. It's one of my favorite games of all time. This is actually the second last game off my original list. I got this back in February along with Saturn Bomberman for my Saturn import because a North American copy, which is interesting because a North American copy was originally released like a European copy was in a paper sleeve in a magazine, as I understand it, whereas the Japanese version was actually a full retail release. Like, it came with a full, well done, physics. Physics don't normally screw up like that either, which is weird. But, it came as a full retail release, and it's now infinitely cheaper because a North American copy is like $60, whereas a Japanese copy is like $1. Like, seriously, I got this game for $1, and it's like one of those games I've always wanted because Nights is such a big game in my life. Like, that's the thing about Nights is, not only is it one of my favorite games of all time, it's the game that made me want to be a game designer, because, and I don't want to get off topic and kind of become a downer like that, but I was constantly bullied and harassed in my life. I never felt childlike wonderment all that much. I know one or two moments I could pick out which were like that, but when I played Nights, it felt like this was what magic was. And because of that, I always wanted to be a game designer, just because I felt magic from this world that someone created, and I wanted to do the same. And then, like, about a year later, I picked up pen and paper, started drawing stuff, and a couple years later got RPG Maker and started making games. And then a flood killed him, and then I'm sad again. But because of that, now I make YouTube videos talking about games while I try and recoup my losses. Which, if nothing else, gives you something to watch. So, yay for bright sides, I guess. But, yeah, well, this is one level. Depending on what date you set it, stuff will change. Like, you set it to December 25th, you'll see Santa flying around in the background, which is kind of neat. If you set it to New Year's, instead of snow, it'll be like rainbow-colored confetti, if I recall correctly. The music will change, which is neat. But there's just tons of other neat little hidden things in this game, which, despite being a one-level demo of a 7-level game, is still a very, very cool thing. And I'm not showing a good showing of this, but let's go back. I'm so sad. Oh well, I get to play Nights, which is a great game. Another thing is Christmas Nights, if you're used to standard Nights, is a bit different because those trees, as you can see, like the little portal you have to enter them is on the underside. In the standard game, it's actually on top. So if you are used to going through the underside like that, the normal version will screw you over, and if you're used to the normal version, the full version will screw you over even worse. So that's my excuse as to why I'm not doing well in the Christmas variation. It's like, yes, I'm used to the normal version. That's my excuse. But, it's nice because I get to fly around, and Nights is just a really beautiful, fun, surreal game. It's definitely a cult game. I don't think there's a ton of people who really like this in the mainstream, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. And, we're starting on a new file because I actually have all this stuff I'm talking about unlocked on my main file, so for the sake of showing you what I mean, we're going to have to do it through a new file. But, yeah, we beat the game. We get some stuff unlocked, which is neat. But it's just stunting around the sky in a beautiful winter wonderland. Almost. Now not ideal style for me to do that. My brain is just lost for words right now. I think it's just because I got off another Let's Play of Bomberman and Bomberman and Bomberman. Oh, and I got my bonus early, which I didn't want to do. Crap. Because if you fly over the target while collecting, well, they're bells in this version, but in the original version they're stars, you'll get like a bonus. But you have to wait till like the last version, or you get like the lowest bonus, because you can only do it once, which sucks. So I screwed myself. But it's Nights, so you know, I still just get to enjoy one of my favorite games of all time. Which is still just a beautiful, fun, little surreal thing. Which makes me happy to play. I'm glad. I'm sad it took me this long to get a copy of Nights. But I love Nights. Ever since I originally read the Nights into Dreams comics back in the day, which I think they're online now, but, you know, they're probably not all that good. And I'm fine with admitting they're probably not good, but But I remember reading the comics because I was a big fan of the Sonic comics. It was done by the same people. And then I rented NiGHTS. And it took me a... Oh, crap. That's bad. Oh, can I make it? Can I make it? I don't think I can make it. Nope. This is bad. And now all my points are gone. We're gonna get like an F rank. And I'm sad. Yeah, 0 points. F rank. But we get to go fight the boss. So, I guess. Now this boss, I could try, but I'm not going to. There's a way, and it's kind of tricky, which is why it's like an achievement in the HD version, but you can one-shot this boss. It's very stupid hard to do, though, because you have to, like, you have to kill him with your sparkly light trail loop, but you have to, like, come from behind and just hit, like, right behind his face. Which, it's, again, not impossible to do, but stupid hard. Anyway, we've got a creepy mutated Christmas tree, which is spreading a lack of holiday cheer or something. And Gilwig here has the star to it, and now we have to get 2 stars, so we're gonna have to play as the other character to get the true ending. And then I guess watch the ending in Japanese, which I'll probably cut because I don't think anyone cares to watch it. You can find a video of it. But this is just a bad showing. I'm not gonna try and one-shot the boss. But yeah, you'd have to like hit him with your loop trail and basically loop his entire tail at once, which is very, very tricky, even if you know what you're doing. Like, I've played a stupid amount of NiGHTS, and even when I got the HD version, it took me about 10 minutes to try and get it. Just because I wanted to 100% that game because I love NiGHTS so much. Yeah, see? Because I got that frickin' F because of, well, because I'm bad. I'm bad at games I like. Okay, so that's half the story. But now we have to go do the other half of the story. And this is the thing that was cut from the main version. So we clip that. And we're trying to match things. So we got that. That's a unlockable. We matched that. That's an unlockable. Matched that. That's an unlockable. And we just got all the unlockables. But there's a lot more than just that. There is a stupid amount of unlockable presents. Yes. Now we got one half of the story, now we need to get the other half by playing as the boy. Through the exact same level. His level in the main game is completely different. It's actually like my favorite level in the game. Has the nicest music to it, too, as well. I like to think so, anyway. But let's look at our presents real quick. But they have some stuff, but it's like, yeah, we can unlock all of this. Most of it's like museum, there's karaoke, there's different character skins and stuff. There's, I shit you not, a Sonic the Hedgehog version of this, which plays completely differently because you can't fly, and has a completely different boss, which admittedly is a reskin of a different boss from NiGHTS, but still, it's like you basically get to play a whole different level, which is really neat. It's brilliant for a one-level demo. Like, this is what a demo needs to be. It's got tons of content, and unfortunately nowadays, a lot of people are having to pay for demos with, like, early access stuff, which is, well, it's a rant I've been meaning to make for quite a while, and I just haven't ever. But, yeah. This is a good demo. Most demos nowadays are awful demos. Don't get me started on Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which is why I refuse to pay for the Phantom Pain ever. Which is one of 2 games that came out this year I refuse to pay for, the other being Mario Maker, but that's because I fundamentally refuse to pay for a game that people literally have access to for free. Because people have made their own make-your-own Mario game programs. And the thing is, on top of that, it's got like the same problem Little Big Planet had, where yeah, people can make levels, but unless they actually understand proper flow and level design, they're going to be awful, and for every one level that's worth playing, there's about 1,000 that aren't. But now I'm being bitter, and I'm supposed to be enjoying this. This is one of my favorite games, damn it. I would just love to see another NiGHTS, and yeah, there was a sequel, and yeah, it wasn't as good as the original. I liked it, still, except for, like, the talking, because they felt there needed to be talking for reasons that don't make sense to me. And there felt there was need to be more on-foot segments instead of, like, you know, actual arcadey bits. And, like, if you want to play this game on foot, you can. And the neat thing is that offers you a different experience because it becomes an arcade game in a different way because you're being constantly hunted by an unbeatable enemy. But the way they did the on-foot segments is they just made them slow plodding, pretty much straight lines, which was lame. And I'd rather just play this. Granted, the flying bits in the sequel to NiGHTS weren't too bad. And they actually changed some stuff up. I didn't like that they made it so you couldn't constantly loop the same circuit over and over, though. Like, that's always been an important part of scoring well in NiGHTS, is looping circuits properly. Whoop! Oh crap, I killed one of the NiGHTOpians. That's unfortunate. Also, I'm not sure if that's a color glitch or not. Looked like that was weirdly inverted colors. And as you can see, the level design is slightly different, and this is completely different from the main game, so I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I'm just gonna say that now. In fact, it's like it plays backwards, which is weird. Not bad, mind you, just weird. Because I'm not used to this level playing, like, opposite how it should be. Yeah, there also appears to be, like, less orbs to grab, which you need orbs. Orbs are important. Life lesson. Orbs are important, unless you're playing Manhunter, in which case orbs are the villains. And I think that's about the one obscure Sierra adventure game I can mention in this game, because that's my quota. Maybe next time I'll talk about, I don't know, Phantasmagoria? Aw, crap. Shit. Oh, I'm doing bad. I'm doing bad. I was given a second chance, too. It's like, well, to be fair, it's playing differently than I'm used to, so I'm okay with not doing well in this one, but... NiGHTS had tons of really neat stuff, like, it was the start of the artificial life simulator, which eventually ended up in Sonic Adventure with the Chows, or KOs, or however you want to call them. That started here, and the neat thing is, like, they all have moods and personalities, and it's like, if you manage to get them happy enough, the music will change, or if you make them sad enough, the music will change. For, like, the worst to reflect their mood. It's a neat system, although they kind of get in the way of actually playing, so it's a little annoying. Also, there's a hidden secret Easter egg one, which is like a secret king fairy, which will, like, make a castle and stuff. It's neat, but very, very hard to make it happen. I've only done it, like, 2 or 3 times in my entire life. Whoop, I don't want to be there. I want to be over here, collecting things, because collecting things is fun. Whoop, down here, collect, collect, collect. We're going to keep flying, because flying is fun. You know what was really fun, and I wish my copy, because it's a Game Boy version, so of course it's pirated, because all Game Boy Advance cartridges are pirated on the internet. But you know what was really good was Sonic Pinball Party, which had NiGHTS Pinball. I love NiGHTS Pinball, that was like the greatest. I just kind of wish my version would save my high score and stuff, because it was pirated. I don't think I can get another loop out of that. So it's time for the last loop, which I have no idea where this is going. Okay. Like, again, I'm used to playing the girl route, because the girl route's the proper route of this level, whereas the boys route is the same level, but it's set up differently. So I don't know where anything is. It's really screwing with my my knowing of where stuff is because of all my practice in this game. Bounce. Whee! Also, Nights into Dreams. It's the only game I can think of that's ever gotten me to shout woo. Because I love it. It's like, it's just free flying, just so intuitive. It's just smooth and it's fun. Except for these guys. Those guys are stupid. I don't like those guys. But aside from those stupid guys that just weigh you down. Like, I just like going, woo! Flying at the top of my lungs, just shouting with joy. Because I love this game. This game is great. It's not as good as, like, the main game. Because the main game you get different levels and stuff. But there's enough that makes this almost as good as having the full version, I think. Because of how much just different stuff it has. And yeah, because it's such a good demo. So, if you have a Saturn import card, of course, grab this. That's a no-brainer. It's a great game. It's a great game, and I'm gonna cut this lap short because I don't think I can make another one. I'm just gonna have to deal with my low score, I guess. But you know what? I'm doing stunts through the air, which is fun. Woohoo! I love this game. Such a beautiful game even today. Like, yeah, it doesn't look as nice as like the PS2 remake, which was turned into HD, but you know what? It's a damn fine game all the same. And now we gotta go fight Gilwig, who comes from the opposite direction this time, which is a neat touch. I'm not sure if that's actually a factor of the fact we're playing the different character or not. Also, giant mutated tentacle Christmas tree in the center. That has one of the stars already, so we just need to get the other star from his tail this time. The blue star because we're playing as the boy. I don't know what happened there. I don't think I'm going to try and loop his tail like that. That's a risky proposition. Yeah, he's got a bit of a chintzy hitbox from the back, which is why you gotta loop him, but unfortunately, looping him is really, really, really precise. But, you know, it's nice. It's a pretty perfect game, I think. Yes, it's certainly a game that is for a cult audience, because I don't think it's a very mainstream or fondly looked after game. But I like it. I like it a lot. And then we rescued the Spirit of Christmas, so now we're just gonna dance. Because dancing styles. And, I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, everyone.
夢のことはお互いに口には出しませんでしたが、2人には一つだけ分かっていることがありました。ナイツと冒険した後には必ず何か素敵なことが起こることを。なんといってもエリオットとクラリスの心にウキウキした気分が戻ってきたことがそれを物語っていました。そして街にもろうそくの炎のような幸せがあちこちに灯っていたのです。二人の心はほんのりあったかくなりました。二人の心に輝く星を、みんなの心に輝く星を。メリークリスマス。